I drop, look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do?
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Kaiser on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set, ready. H Gator. No. Watch the run. They're running it. Hey. Mike
Kaiser now from the 50. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His fifth touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Kaiser now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Kaiser, this pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Check 26, check 26.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Powering his way forward. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
First down, Kaiser. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10 now from the 27.
6-man.
To throw again. Kaiser. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down.
Here we go. Henry. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rip left.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mike, 59. Yo.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Kaiser. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Completes it to Hardman. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike 4. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
Now it's Jackson.
Watch out.
Throw left side complete. That's Perez. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. An update from Buffalo. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Touchdown, Cardinals! Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Kaiser looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 4, Mike 4. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Wide, get wide. Switch.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 9. Bang, 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 bang. Slam, something.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action now. Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Final play of the half, Kaiser, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 20. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's brought down. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Being chased out left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Kaiser to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They'll run on first down. Kraft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Kaiser. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Bilal Nichols in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. To throw, Kaiser. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Kaiser now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser, rolling to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Kaiser, and he'll take it into the end end zone for a Browns touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point safely through. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Look at me. Go.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here comes the boom.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Kaiser. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Kaiser to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Shoot. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that